Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Mist back again for another video today, and welcome back to our Philadelphia Flyers franchise mode. We are here again for yet another episode, and of course, this one is going to look a little bit different just because there's going to be no Claude Giroux on the team for the first time in almost 20 years, which is crazy. But let's take a look at the team. It's still pretty damn good. Arguably, still one of the best teams we've iced, but the top line is not changing. We've got Westcott, Patrick, and Konecny up there once again. On the second pairing, or on the second line, sorry, we have Joel Farabee, Sean Couturier, and Morgan Frost, which also is not changing. I do want it like that, though. And then on our third line, we have new acquisition Ryan Donato with new acquisition Antoine Morand and new acquisition Elliot Hines. We'll see how that goes. Then on the fourth line, we have returning Victor Hadfield, returning German Rustov, and new face Andreas Janssen. And then defensively, Ivan will be playing together once again. Phil Myers and Stanislav Morozov will be playing together for this season. I am thinking of changing the Myers Bouchard positions, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. And then our third pairing, we have Petri Hall and Cody Rossow. So I'm intrigued to see how these two do together. Petri Hall isn't that slow, but he's wicked defensively. Where you look at Cody Rossow, he's much better offensively, and he's just about the same speed. So I'm intrigued to see how they work together. And of course, goalies, Carter Hart back again with Mats Wickenstad, another new face to the team, as our backup goalie for this season. And I am curious, but I really don't know who has the most points. I would like to think it's Sean Couturier, but let's go and take a look to see who is the current franchise leader for us now and everything. Yeah, Sean Couturier. So Sean Couturier is obviously quite a ways away from Claude Giroux's point totals. Um, Although he definitely could surpass Giroux's seasons, which will be interesting. Um, does Couturier surpass Clark/Giroux's assist totals? I'm not sure. We shall see. Sean Couturier will probably pass Giroux in games played as well. Don't think he'll ever hit Rick Tocchet's penalty minutes. Don't know if anyone will ever hit that, but Carter Hart getting up there in the shutouts now, getting close to Bernie Perrant's record, but and of course Sean Couturier leads the team in goals right now with 320, and he could honestly pass Giroux there too, but I think Couturier's 33 or 34 now. 33 for sure, I'm pretty sure, but he's obviously getting up there in age. Oh, he's actually 35, so yeah, all of that stuff pretty much, I highly doubt he passes them. But yeah, of course, now with no Claude Giroux on this team, no Jacob Voracek, we are going to have to name some new captains, which is very important for this series. So you see, we have an assistant captaincy to Nolan Sean Couturier, and an assistant captaincy to Ivan Provorov. And it's going to be going to Sean Couturier. He's not going to be here for much longer, but I do want to see him as a captain for a little while, and then it's definitely going to be going to Nolan or Ivan after that. But I think Sean Couturier most definitely deserves it. So yeah, let's quickly take a look at who's expiring this season, just because I'm honestly not too sure. Oh wow, we're looking pretty good for forwards. What about defensively? Looking pretty good for defensive help as well. Although Cody Rossow, I might honestly just extend him now. He only wants a 1-year deal at 800K. I'll just offer it to him. And yeah, I mean, we pretty don't have anyone to re-sign this season, which means next season will probably be pretty rough. But I've gone over everything I wanted to go over. I think it's time to get into the simulation, and let's see how things go this season, guys. Baraball, we are absolutely keeping. But I'm pretty excited to see how the team does this season. Just because, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is still a very good team. And again, like I said, arguably one of the best teams we've put out there still. You know what? I feel like we're almost saying that almost every season now, which is pretty crazy. But Obviously, I didn't mention it, but Cody Rossow did re-sign with us, which is great news to hear in the preseason. Going very well so far, at a solid 6-0. Don't know if we won our last game or not. Not that it really matters, but the first game of the season will be against Dallas, which we do win. All right, and honestly, this franchise mode has been pretty simple throughout this entire series. I've never really made much changes to this team at all, and last season was the first time we really did, which is pretty surprising because we're like 8 years in now. But yeah, like we actually made some trades over the past, like we'll say over the past 2 seasons, I guess. We've actually made a couple of trades. We've actually brought in some new faces, got rid of some other faces. We've had a few people retire as well, so it's pretty crazy to see all of that. But yeah, it's crazy how fast a simulation can go. Um, but yeah, it's quite insane. So record right now of 5-6-2, which isn't great at all. Although we are almost in a wild card position, but yeah, kind of a slow start to start off this season. What's going on? 10 points from Westcott, only 7 points from Patrick, and only 6 points from Konechny. Now, again, I don't know what it is about this line, but for some reason they just can't put up points, and I really wonder if it's Nolan Patrick's puck skills category, to be honest, because he's got high offensive awareness and he's got a decent shot, but like you look at Farabee, he's got pretty similar stats, but Farabee can put up points. He's got more points. You look at Couturier, he's got better stats, but he doesn't really put up points. And then you look at someone like Morgan Frost, he's putting up points, plus his stats are much higher. So, like, I really wonder if Morgan Frost on that top line would benefit Westcott and Konechny more. It's just then we're putting Nolan Patrick on the second unit, which don't really feel all that comfortable doing. I do want to check Couturier's total points. He's at 860 throughout his career. I didn't know where he was at, so I did want to check since I unfortunately had missed forechecks. 1,000 points. Would like to keep an eye on Couturier's. I don't know if he hits 1,000, but he could. He definitely could. But yeah, I mean, our second line, 8 points from Farabee, 6 points from Couturier, and 10 points from Frost. Obviously, he's the point leader right now, so they're not doing too bad. Third line is very negative. Very much in the minuses, which is honestly surprising. Well, actually, that's honestly not too surprising. Donato's definitely the best defensive force on that line because Moran is not, and neither is Elliot Hines. And I didn't realize how slow Elliot Hines was as well. Antoine Moran isn't that bad, and Donato isn't that bad either, but I might put Victor Hadfield up there just to even out the speed a little bit. Add some speed to the wing where Rubstov is it's honestly somewhat surprisingly slow. I don't know if that will benefit them or not, but I'm going to try it. I mean, our fourth line, we're all positive, so I don't really think there's an argument to make that. And our top pairing, Provorov's doing very well. So is Bouchard. They're both minuses though. Myers already 6 points. This guy's just sick, man. Oh, our third pairing is struggling mightily. That's not good. What about Fickenstad? He is struggling, and Carter Hart. Yeesh. Carter Hart doing very good either. Okay. I think we figured out the solution. Well, not really the solution, sorry, but the issue, I guess. We're giving up a lot of goals. Yeah, we are giving up a lot of goals. I know I basically only made one line, but I'm just gonna continue on with the simulation to see how November goes, or at least the first little bit of November, just to see. Maybe we just had a slow month and we just needed to pick it up here, but definitely starting off the month of November very well on a 6-game win streak right now, and we're up to 11-6-2, which is not a bad record. Make that 7 wins in a row. Make that 8 wins in a row. That's a 9th win in a row. And we lose to the Senators to unfortunately miss the 10-game win streak, but damn, no matter what, I was gonna say, no matter what the outcome of that Pittsburgh game is, that was a very, very strong month. So we end the month on a losing streak, but still, that was a very, very strong month from us, and that was a much better showing from our team. 8-2-0 in our last 10, which is not bad at all. Westcott now up to 19 points. Patrick still at 15. Konechny at 18. Farabee with 12, which is quite low for him. Couturier with 16 isn't bad at all for him, and then Frost with 19, which isn't too bad. He's been playing very strong. He's been playing very, very well already with 9 goals this season, and that was at 12 points. So he's half a point per game right now. Moran not doing too bad, and Hatfield also not doing too bad. He's gotten a handful of points ever since we moved them up, and Donato's now in the positives, and Moran's only a -1, so that third line definitely got better. On our fourth line, Elliot Hines is still struggling. He's just, I think it's just him that's struggling, really, because he's not getting much ice time. But defensively, let's check them out. Provorov, of course, leading the team in points right now. Bouchard's not doing bad. Morozov, I don't really expect this guy to put up too many points. If he can get around the teens, like the mid-teens, if not more, that would be great. So obviously he had 18 points last season. We'll see what he can do this season. But Phil Myers, 12 points, half a point per game for him, of course, is very good. I mean, if he can hit around that 40-point mark every season, then I'm totally okay with that. And our third pairing picked it up there as well, which is very nice to see. Carter Hart also picked it up. Fickingstad also picked it up. His stats still aren't great, but they definitely both did improve that month. So that was actually a pretty solid month. Of course, not just the record, but the team was playing much better, and that was very helpful. So we move on to the next month now. We'll sim to the new year, I guess, and we'll see how the month of December goes. A very busy month for us. So still on a losing streak, but at least we get a point off the Blue Jackets there to hit our first back-to-back of the 4 this month, which is insane. We win both games in the back-to-back, which is nice. Then a Western Conference road trip, Western Conference Canadian road trip we had there against the Alberta teams and Vancouver. And then back-to-back losses, make that 4 losses in a row, which is not good at all. Tampa, that's a 5th loss in a row. But we do redeem ourselves with a win over Florida and Carolina, but we lose to St. Louis and we lose to Carolina, but at least we get a point, and we now are down to 5th in the division, but we are in a wild card spot right now, so that's interesting. Westcott obviously leading the team in points right now, him and Frost. Konechny not doing too bad. You know, I'm going to try it, guys. I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna see if it works. Ryan Donato's been very solid. Very, very solid. Moore's up to 11 points, so he's actually doing very well. Cody Rossell only 3 points, which is surprising, just judging by his stats. But he is a 78, which obviously I was a little skeptical having him on this team because of how low of an overall he was. Elliot Hines is really not working out. I might look at someone in the AHL to see maybe if there's someone better for us. First person that comes to mind is Maxime Comtois. He's much better defensively. He's a little bit like minutely faster. Mason McTavish, I don't think really is someone I want on the team. I mean, Colin Barabal is an option, but I don't know if that's the route I want to go, or is it going to be Connor McLennan? Because I think it's between Connor McLennan and Maxime Comtois right now. I'm feeling more Comtois, to be honest. Yeah. I move, and I think I'm going to change the lines around a little bit to see if we can maybe get something going, because that was a pretty poor month, unfortunately. But Uh, we're starting to get to the point where this is what our team is going to be like for the majority of the season. So I don't want it to stay this way. So let's make some changes. So I'm going to call Comtois up, and I'm going to send Hines down because Hines is struggling a lot. Hines is a waiver pickup. Will he be picked up? No. All right. And that is everything for lines, or for player movement, I guess I should say. So I think I'm just gonna slot Comtois in right there for now. But he's a left wing. But I might change some things around. So I'm gonna try Morgan Frost on the top line with Konechny and Westcott. I want to see how it goes. Morgan Frost, I mean, he's got a high offensive awareness. He's got very high puck skills. Like, I just don't know why that top line just doesn't mix well together. I'm a little worried about the second line now, though. I'm not going to lie, but we'll see how it goes. You know what? I mean, there's a part of me that really wants to change up this team right now. And I think I'm going to, in all honesty. I mean, I might try for the just stacked center core. Have Janssen and Couturier playing with Antoine Morand. Because that line can definitely put up points. None of them's really slow either. And Victor Hadfield, obviously very fast. Rupstov, obviously very fast. Comtois, our slowest forward, but he makes up for it defensively. That's a very strong defensive line. I'm going to try that out, I think. And we're going to try those new top two lines. I know Donato isn't the Donato from the Moncton Mist series, but he's been playing very well this season so far, and I'm going to try it out. We'll see how it goes. And I'm going to try Phil Myers up on the top unit instead of Evan Bouchard. But there's a part of me that wants to try Cody Rosso on that second unit. But for now, I'm not going to. And Vikingstad and Hartstadt both went down there. I'm just going to edit lines. Itacalio is up in overall. Nice. Should we go for Ralph Kidney? Probably. Or Riley Kidney. Sorry, my bad. I'm going to put Olawa on that top line, though, just because, look, Olawa, medium top 6, Barabal, medium top 6. Those two are very high priorities for us. I can put Olawa on this as well. We should be good to continue on now. We're gonna those lines. We're gonna try it out. I'm intrigued to see how it works. This could be interesting. We are on a bit of a losing streak right now, and of course, 3-6-1 in our last 10 games isn't very good at all. Let's see how the month of January treats us and how this new year is going to treat us. We win our first game with the new lines, which is nice. Which is very, very nice. But Gabe Landeskog, nice. In Pittsburgh. Interesting. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here, guys. This is a very good month so far. As we head into the All-Star break, which is a very long break. We have, was that almost 9 days off? 8 days off? Yeah. That's quite insane. But up to 28, 17, and 4, we continue our win streak after the All-Star break as well. And there we go. All right, so we're on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game win streak right now, heading into February, and we only lost once in the month of January. So that was a much, much better month. Let's see how the Lions are doing. We're now tied for first with the Penguins right now. How ironic is that? So Westcott up to 41. Morgan Frost doing very well. Up to, 44. And Konechny obviously leading the way with, 48? 44? 44, sorry, yeah. Let's check out the second line. Let's see. Farabee almost at 40 points, which isn't bad. Nolan Patrick got 40 points, so this line seems to be working out very well. Donato hasn't scored, but he's got a ton of assists. I think he was literally like 12-3 or 12-4, so that's not bad. Janssen not doing too bad. Couturier still not doing too bad. And Moran picked it up a little bit there as well. Our fourth line is doing very well. Maxime Comtois yet to get a point, but at least he's not a negative. And defensively, 34 points from Provorov, 22 points from Myers. So I think it definitely benefits our team with these defensive pairings, although it may mean Provorov and Myers aren't putting up as much points because it looks like they kind of slowed down a little bit. Carter Hart picked it up a lot there. Vikingstad is staying around that 880, 890 save percentage, which obviously isn't very good, but if that's an issue, I believe we just signed him to a 1-year deal. No, I think he is on a 2-year deal, so maybe not, but I was going to say, if he's on a 1-year deal, that's all right. But let's just continue on, and let's see where our first loss comes. We could hit a 10-win streak, and there we do. For the second time this season, we were one off a 10-win streak, and right now we're on an 11-win streak, and we lose to the Anaheim Ducks, but we continue the wins right after that, and we get a big win over the Pittsburgh Penguins there, and heading into a home-and-home against the Detroit Red Wings, we split it, which is ideal, at least, to get 2 points there, so that's nice. We lose to the Canadiens and the Penguins, but we win in our last game before the deadline, so not bad. I mean, 56 points for Morgan Frost now. We are in third in the division. Very competitive division so far this season. Let's see what the rest of the team is looking like. 56 from Frost, 54 from Konechny, 51 from Westcott, 48 from Farabee, 46 from Patrick, 45 from Provorov, 43 from Couturier, 35 from Bouchard, 32 from Donato. I mean, at this rate, Donato might get a bit of a jump in his overall next season. Phil Myers, half a point per game. That's all I'm asking for. Actually, I'm asking for less, so he's doing great again. German Rukstov with 29, Andreas Janssen 24, Stanislav Morozov, with 23, which is almost a career high for him. One more point and he'll have tied his highest career total, but he's doing great. Look at that plus-minus stat. That's insane. Antoine Morin with 23. I think this was his first time back in the league in a couple of years, wasn't it? Yeah. Holy shit, he almost didn't play hockey for 6 years. So he's doing fantastic. That's great. Victor Hadfield, 15. Petri Hall with 12 in his rookie season. And Cody Rossow with 10 in his rookie season. Maxime Comtois got a point. Let's go. Not bad. And then the goalies, Carter Hart picked it up again, and so did Vikingstad, to be fair. But both of them only, their save percentage only going up a smidge. But everything helps, right? So I guess we can hop into the deadline. I don't think I'm going to make any changes to the team, but doesn't mean we won't. We'll see what's out there for sure before we make a final decision, such as Barrett Hayden, who's an 88 overall right now. Rasmus Sandin, who's accrued to an 87, my God. Nikolai Ehlers on a interesting contract. Barrett Hayden's honestly on a great contract, by the way. Jake Sanderson, he is really solid. Ended up growing to an 86. He's very good. That's so intriguing. Was that yesterday? Yeah, Jesse Ylonen. He grew very well. Up to an 86. Pavel Bushnevich also up to an 86. Antonio Stranges, or Stranges, I don't know how his last name is pronounced. Dennis Malgin grew to an 86. Nice. Casey Middlestat, 86. I mean, the only thing I'd really look at upgrading is our defensive core, but I don't really want to make a change. Like I said, everything is working out very well right now. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna back out. But yeah, I don't really think we need to make any changes. Yeah. We'll see what happens though. Will that make it bad? I just saw Rasmus Sandin went to the Islanders. Joakim Ryan, what is he? 77 overall. Is that said? I think that said. Yeah, I mean, he's playing in the NHL. No, thank you though. You can, yeah, I'm good. Let's see how we end off this season to April. Might be swimming a little too far there, but we'll see what happens. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm excited to see how this team ends up finishing. We are at 40 wins now, which is nice. Getting close to clinching a playoff berth as well, which will be nice to see. Up to 90 points right now. I don't think we're going to be catching up to the Blue Jackets, but anything could happen. The Blue Jackets, speaking of, just clinched, and we just clinched as well. So there we go, guys. We're in the postseason for yet another season, and there's actually a chance we hit 50 wins here. We only need 2 wins, and we got 4 games to do it. Will we be able to, though? We lose to Minnesota. We do beat the Jets. We have 2 chances. We lose to Carolina. And we lose to Vegas, unfortunately. Finishing 1 win shy of 50 wins. But that's all right. Still, 49 wins is a very very good season. 6-3-1 to end off this season, and we will be facing the New Jersey Devils here in the first round of the postseason. But let's check out the league. Konechny with 74 points led the way. 70 from Morgan Frost, 64 from Nathan Westcott and Joel Farabee, so that's not bad. Nolan Patrick and Ivan Provorov with 60 each. Couturier with 57, Myers with 48, so I think that's actually a new career high for him. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it is. That's great. That's awesome. Ryan Donato with 45 points this season. Like I said, he definitely could get a boost. Not a career high for him. He's had a couple of very good seasons, but that was a good season nonetheless. So I'd be shocked if he didn't grow to at least 82. He definitely could grow to an 83, though. Evan Bouchard with 42, which is not bad at all. Antoine Moran, 35, not bad at all for the first time in the league since 6 years ago almost. Rubtsov with 33, I think that's got to be a career high for him. I don't think he's ever really come close. He did a couple seasons ago, but that was a very good year from him as well. Stanislav Morozov hits 30 points for the first time in his career. And I mean, if this guy can put up points too, this decor can be absolutely insane. Like, it can be insane. Janssen with 29, Victor Hadfield with 21, Petri Hall with 14 in his rookie season from a defenseman, not bad. Cody Rosso, also 12 points as a rookie, not bad. And Maxime Comtois with 11 points in 43 games, so he was on pace for a 20-point season as well, which isn't bad by any means. Our entire decor did pretty solid. Carter Hart's stats did take a little bit of a dip, while Viking stats did go up, but either way, overall a solid tandem for the season, but wasn't the greatest of goaltending performances, but the postseason is what matters the most. Brian Bradley led the league in wins this season with the best save percentage as a starter. Mackenzie Blackwood with a 915, and the best GAA from a starter was Freddie Anderson. Oh, I know, that's the worst. Sorry, my bad. I was going to say, wait, what? But it was Mackenzie Blackwood. So Mackenzie Blackwood will likely win the Vezina this season. He also went 42, 13, and 9 with 5 shutouts this season, which is pretty insane. Let's see who led the league in points for rookies. Jared Rathe? I don't know. I have no idea. Was that 2 rookies? Oh, no, I was going to say that. I saw 2 green teams. I thought there was 2 rookies for Minnesota there, but yeah, some good rookies out there. A 34 goal scorer from Jared, not saying his last name. Abel Sharp, a rookie goalie with 33 wins, not too bad at all. He also had the most points. He was arguably the second best. Yeah, he was definitely the second best starter, a rookie goaltender this season. Let's see who led the league in points. Who will be Connor McDavid, the only 100-point scorer this season with 108 points. Quinton Byfield, though, with 98. 96 from McKinnon, 94 from Laine and Max Bader. Trevor Zegras with 92 as well. Kyle Connor and Michael McLeod. Damn. Most goals, I see 253s, but actually it'll be 56 from Christian Henriksen. Damn. All right. McDavid and Kucherov were close. Rick Cogliano was also close. Patrick Laine also hit 50 goals this season. Kip Lazard, what a sick name. Most assists from a forward goes to Kailer Yamamoto, 70 assists. Highest plus minus, I'm guessing, is Yamamoto. Actually, McDavid with 49. Kirby Dach, though, 46 is not bad. Let's just check around the league now. Highest plus minus was to McDavid. Let's check out defensemen, though. Adam Boqvist with 1 points this season. That's probably a Vezina, or not a Vezina, sorry. Probably a Norris for him, I would imagine. He led the league in goals. He was not that high in assists, to be fair, but he had the most points, and he had one of the higher plus minuses. But the highest plus minus goes to Stanislav Morozov and Yoni Yermo. Interesting. Yeah, we had 3 defensemen in the top 6 with highest plus minus, which is pretty damn good, to say the least. So yeah, there we go, guys. That will be everything for this episode. We will hit the postseason in the next one, but yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.